Governance Committee brings a business perspective to the public sector things in our community, whether it's the City Council, whether it's transportation funding, whether it's really anything that involves the public sector. What we're interested in is bringing transparency, accountability, efficiency, get rid of redundancy, and that's what the Governance Committee focuses on. The Governance Committee goals change from time to time. We have, like many areas, short, medium, and long-term goals, but we try to focus on structural things. So we're strictly nonpartisan in our work, and we look for ways that government can be more efficient, for ways that we can accomplish our goals as a community, as a whole, as a region. And that takes a variety of forms. It can be weighing in on legislation. It can be weighing in during elections. But for the most part, we are looking at structural changes, and that is the key thing that distinguishes our work from others. SALC is well positioned to focus on governance because it's a business organization, and businesses are planning organizations, and businesses are long-term oriented organizations. And so often in the public sector, things can get tied up in the election cycle and even nationally what's going on in very partisan ways, and we think that it's not always productive. So SALC is in a position to really take the long view and understand policy from the standpoint of maybe a little bit more analytical viewpoint, and catch the unintended consequences of well-intentioned ideas, and really promote things that maybe people don't always think about. All the SALC committees have partners, and that includes governance. And our partners are very diverse, from other business organizations to our universities, Pima Community College, civic organizations, foundations. We try to be very fact-based and research-driven when we take a position. And our partners are, in many ways, our method of getting there, because we don't know everything. And we have a committee because things aren't crystal clear when you first start out. And so we work with our partners, we do research, we analyze data, and then we consult with experts. When we worked with the City of Tucson on charter change, we actually searched the Western U.S. for somebody who was an expert in elections to advise us. So this is not work we do in isolation, and we try to be as comprehensive and thorough and responsible as possible. We have had wins in the governance area. We don't often go to the ballot and launch a campaign, but we did a few years ago because we felt the City of Tucson charter could use improvement. Many of the provisions in it are sort of a hangover from the Wild West days, and we're now a modern city of 1 million people, and so we took a close look at it. We worked with our partners, we worked with experts to analyze what other cities have done and what has worked elsewhere. We looked at the things that we really like in Tucson, and we came up with some very specific recommendations for how to improve the city charter. One of which was to allow the city manager to hire and fire their direct reports, which was not the case previously. And this led to a situation where the city staff was going around the manager to the council was going around the manager to the city staff, and it was not very efficient. It got very political. It was not good governance. So we recommended that be changed, and the voters agreed with us, and now we have a situation where the mayor and the city manager work very well together. City government has gotten more efficient, and in fact the city manager openly acknowledges that SALC helped bring about efficiency in local government, and that's what we want to do more of. There's still much more to be done. We take a long view, and what we're trying to do is create an investment environment in our region that is attractive to business and that's fair, and that where everybody in our community has an opportunity to thrive and have confidence in the public sector. Whether it be elections, whether it be regional issues that require collaboration of governments, whether it's specific things in specific jurisdictions. What we are trying to do is set a course where our government is transparent, where our elected officials are accountable, our bureaucrats are efficient. We want a high-performing public sector. I wish we had more resources than we do, but we don't. We have to be smart about how we handle our tax dollars and where we invest them. That should be something that the community participates in and engages and understands. It could be whether we should have primaries that are decided in wards, but generals that are citywide. It could be, should we have partisan elections? It could be the cycle of when we hold our elections. It could be the roles and responsibilities of individuals within government. And that can be at the city level, the regional level, county level, the state level. SALC will take a look at anything that we think has an impact on the citizens of Southern Arizona and in our region, and if we can improve it through a structural way in government, that's what we want to do.